Good morning. Today's August 23rd, 2018. This is First Cup. My name is Jerry Lesniak, and this is my first cup of coffee. Oh, it's like creepy dark. I think I'm going to leave it because I kind of like the way the light's hitting half my face. I feel like I'm in some kind of horror movie, or I don't really watch horror movies, so I don't know if I know what that would be like. I feel like it's like a movie poster. It's like I'm Batman. I'm gonna leave it. There wasn't an episode yesterday. I had an extra syllable in that word. There wasn't an episode yesterday because somehow in my delirium, instead of hitting the snooze bar, I turned off the alarm clock. That has not happened for years. So what happened? I woke up around 2 o'clock. Second night in a row, I woke up in the middle of the night and I just struggled to get back to sleep. So instead of doing what I did the night before, which was to just toss and turn, I followed the advice of sleep experts and I got up. I came out, I made some tea, and I sat on the couch and sat next to the cat, who was very confused. And I sat there and just kind of relaxed and tried to let my mind go and meditate a little bit and drank my tea. And then said, you know what, I got this. And I went back to bed. But then, when the alarm hit, I got up to hit snooze and just wasn't with it. And pressed other buttons. Yay! And I got up at 7 o'clock. And my routine does not permit me to wake up that late and still do this show. I had places I had to be. I had an episode I had to record. A live, wrong word, an in-person, there we go, an in-person episode. But we still didn't do video because we never do video because it's so much less to worry about when it's just audio. Someday when the show can justify hiring people, like, hey, you're the video crew, we can do that. I watch a lot of comedians in cars getting coffee, and it's a Netflix show. And Jerry Seinfeld is great. It's a funny show. But what I look at it and see some inspiration from martial arts radio. To be honest, I wanted to talk about motivation today because it's something that's on my mind a lot. I was watching some motivational things yesterday, and honestly, over the last few days, there's so much going on. I'm in one sense, I feel really far behind, but in another sense, I feel this momentum that Whistlekick is starting to build rapidly, and it's scary. So I know there's an element of me that's doing a bit of sabotage that I'm working on. Sabotage is the wrong word. I'm trying to slow things down, but it's not conscious. And when I see myself doing it, I try to let go of that. Because we need the momentum. We need to be bigger. We need to have cash flow, more cash flow. But whenever I think about motivation, there's one person on YouTube, or just in general, I turn to, and that's Eric Thomas. And Eric Thomas has this like direct line to what gets me going, hyped up. And he's the one, if you've seen any motivational videos, you've probably seen one or segments of him telling this short story that ends with, when you want to succeed as badly as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And there was a time in my life when I was watching his stuff every day. I even bought a shirt because I wanted to support him. And motivation is such a funny thing because some people will say, oh, if you need external motivation, you don't really want to do it. If you need to watch a motivational video, you don't want to do it. If you need to be part of an accountability group, it really doesn't matter to you. And I don't feel like that's true. I feel like we all take motivation from different things and in different ways. And I think we are all inherently motivated to different degrees for different things at different times. And I think the amount of stuff you have going on can be demotivating. So in that sense, I am not ashamed of using external motivation. I've always been incredibly motivated when people tell me I can't do things. So when I've pitched at business competitions and they've said, we don't see the opportunity here. When I've had large-scale competitors blackmail me. When I've had friends, honestly family, others who could help, and they just flat out say, you're a risk. That fires me up. Because you know what? I don't lose. I refuse to. Not a risk. Never not paid a debt. I always find a way to make things work. And that's what's happening now. We're making things work. On some of my personal social media yesterday, I posted an awkward photo of a final sample. A sample that, this is going to be killer. This might go further than the sparring gear has, and very quickly. I'm pumped. I'm really pumped. So we just gotta fix a couple small issues with it. I wasn't happy with the way one aspect of it was made. And then order time. Can you tell I'm excited? See, that's the stuff that motivates me. The knowledge that growth is coming. And in martial arts, I don't think there's anything more motivating to most people than learning new techniques or tangibly seeing that you've gotten better at something. I think that's why some people really enjoy breaking, board breaking, concrete breaking, because it's objective. If you broke 3 and now you can break 4, you are better. It's not open to interpretation. But I think so often we forget that as we get better, that the signs of getting better are smaller. When you're a brand new white belt, being able to kick and not fall over is an accomplishment. When you're 20, 30, 50 years deep in the martial arts, you might be talking about the angle of your planted foot when you throw that kick, or the rate at which your foot retracts to the chambered position, or any multitude of minutia. And it can be hard when we spend all of our time early on conditioning ourselves that, hey, this is motivating. This scope of accomplishment is what I'm going to identify with. It can be hard to take that transition out. It doesn't matter what the pursuit is. As we get better, it takes more and more practice to get better, because the majority of our practice is keeping us where we are. It's keeping us from regressing. There are things that I don't do nearly as well now because I don't spend the time practicing them. I know I can get them back quickly, and certainly faster than when I first accomplished them. But you get to a point in martial arts where the more you do, the more you know, the more time it takes to maintain that and improve that. And you will reach a tipping point, and that can be demotivating. So at the end of the day, you just got to find your joy in it. Love it. All right. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. I'm going to finish my coffee. I got to go do financial stuff. And I'm recording another episode in person today. Weird. Back-to-back days. That's never happened. Hope you have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.